I forgot it didn't have any brakes. Welcome back to another video from KyushaFactory. In this video, we are gonna make our Corolla run, hopefully, and figure out kind of what's wrong with it.
Yeah, we already know that it has some issues. Brake fluid is leaking. The cooling system, it doesn't get warm. That's kind of a good and a bad problem at the same time.
In Scandinavia, in the spring, you do want your car to be warm because it's 1 degree outside right now.
It needs a shower. It's dirty as
beep.
And we also need to check the oil and maybe the spark plugs.
Oil, spark plugs, fuel, lights, as much as we can to make the car safe. And if it's safe enough, we go for ice cream. Let's do it.
This is just to go over the visuals, what we can see is wrong and what we need to have fixed. Let's just try to poke some stuff and see what falls off. So I see the grill. So hose probably goes to, I don't know where. Well, it hadn't fallen off yet. And we have no fan at all, but we do have one large radiator.
We don't have a fan.
We don't have a fan.
I don't remember removing the fan.
Well, it's not on. The mirrors are not there.
I think it's locked, man.
It does smell a little bit weird inside.
It smells like old car.
Yeah, it does. You think this is important?
Brake fluid, yeah, that's good. I know what this is. This is for the carburetor, for holding down the air cleaner. It's one of those things that I took off, I don't know, 10 years ago, so I'm actually not sure why it's still here.
Let's get it up.
Let's get it up in there. Oh, one more thing. There's a fan.
Should we mount it or should we upgrade it?
I think what's easiest. If we can find the plug, then I think we should just mount it.
Okay. If it fits on the new radiator.
Yeah.
And it probably doesn't. What does it smell like?
Basement.
Basement?
Yeah, it's very basementy. And look, mirrors.
Oh, with actual mirrors.
With mirrors inside. That's cool. I don't remember putting that in there.
That's a shock tower.
Yeah, front shock tower. About that up there, that doesn't look too good. That looks crusty. There's actually a piece missing there. Yeah, I remember why that piece is missing. It's because it was rusty and the car is full of undercoat, you know, anti-rust. So as soon as I started welding into it, it just caught fire. So I gave up and put some fiberglass in instead because nobody notices. But I think it's time to fix all of those, you know, hacks that I basically made when I was much younger than this. Now I do less hacks, or prettier hacks. Let's get it up. Let's check the wheel bearings on the way up.
Brakes on.
The brake is on here.
The shock.
Dead shock.
Probably dead.
Yeah, this one too. Wheel bearings front.
Shock.
Shock front. Oh yeah. So wheel bearings front.
You might as well put rear on at the same time.
I don't think those are, there's anything wrong with those.
Yeah, but you cannot check the wheel bearing when the handbrake's on.
Oh.
Because then the handbrake will tighten the wheel.
The wheel, okay. Let me loosen it. It was in gear.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Yeah, shocks are gone. The wheel bearings rear are okay. The front, we don't need to replace those because the front, they are conical.
Yeah.
So you just tighten them a bit in. So that's not a big deal. But we need new shocks. So shocks all the way around, wheel bearings, good. Let's move it up.
Oh, the exhaust has some batteries.
Yeah, but there's no holes.
Oh, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, and that's a clamp. We can tighten that. That's the drive shaft.
Yeah, I see what you mean about the undercoating.
Yeah.
It has like 1 centimeter of it.
That's why this car has survived, because it has all this undercoat.
Well, we might have to call it crusty.
Another crusty. Yeah, but no holes. I mean, yet. At least we haven't found any yet. I know where I think I can find one. We need something pokey because I remember bodging that. I remember fixing that really badly.
You need a zip tie?
Don't ask.
And I'm trying to see if I can see some brake lines. Those need replaced too.
I actually don't agree with that.
No?
That's just surface. That's not even near being a hole. I think the problem is in the front. I think we have one of the calipers leaking. I'm quite sure that's the problem. I don't think it's in the back.
Maybe this one?
Yes, I have a new set of those. Yeah, I think we need to change the calipers. I have a new set of those, so let's just put those on.
But it has a new starter?
I think it does, yeah. I think I changed the starter a couple of years ago, yeah. It's not that bad. I mean, let's check the suspension. That's surprising. It's actually good. I wouldn't have expected that. I expected more things to be broken.
It has just grown together to be one piece at this point.
Yeah, with the undercoat. That's a little bit tired. Speed. We need to replace the shocks because they are gone. That's not supposed to happen. There is an issue with one of the calipers, so we'll replace both. All the rubber bushings all the way around are actually good. Seriously wasn't expecting that because the car is that old. We need to look so we need to check the exhaust leaks because there are actually quite many. That's it. I think in the bottom here, that's it. There is a little bit.
And the other side as well.
Yeah, probably the other side as well, yeah. That's part car and part dirt. They always collect dirt. Yeah, we need to fix that. How bad is it on the other side? It's not like fatal to drive with it, but that needs to be fixed for inspection, and there is a long time till inspection. So we need to fix that anyway. Let's check the tires and air pressure. Let's check, stuff in the engine. Let's give it a new battery. Let's check the electrics. But underneath here, apart from, obviously having some rust, it's not terrible. And this wheel, because it's so small, weighs nothing. It's like 13 inches, so yeah. So in the old days when you made cars, they didn't have to brake that much. So the really old calipers and brakes discs, they're not even ventilated. You can actually see here that it doesn't have like a hole in the middle of the disc. And that's because this is a single piece disc. It's not even ventilated.
Third time's the charm.
I'm so terrible at that. Even after, 15 years, I still suck at that. Oh. These pads seem really tired as well. And I think I understand why it was leaking, because this piston is almost all the way out, so.
Houston, we have a problem.
What is the problem?
Both calipers are for the same side.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's a problem.
So guys, we do have a small problem. As you can see on these two calipers, they are mirrored. One goes on each side. And the feed comes from the top, you can see here. This feed is from the top, and this caliper should be like this. And it comes from the bottom. So it doesn't fit.
Can we use this?
Yes.
Yay! The reason why I have those is because I knew that these cars were getting rare about 10 years ago, and I just bought everything. So I have a pallet full of parts with it. That's good. So we got new pads. These are new pads. And look how small they are. You wouldn't believe, for a normal car that they can be that small, but that's the 80s for you. And the way that these brake pads are attached to the calipers is also kind of in a weird way compared to how you do it today. So you have these pins that go through the caliper, and they go through the brake pad as well. And they hold the brake pad in place. And the pins have like a little hole that you thread a wire through, and that holds the pin in place. So the pin holds the pad in place, and the wire holds the pin in place. So that's the pin. Both pins out. Let's get those cleaned up. Look how nice they look. This is a new pad, and this is a worn pad. And it's missing pieces.
That pad is probably older than I am.
That's actually a good point. They actually think he's right.
I'm a strong and independent man. I don't need help from anybody.
So guys and girls, important message. About 80% of you watching this video are actually not subscribed to our channel. So if you have the opportunity, please subscribe and press the little bell icon. It helps us out a lot and doesn't cost you a thing. We had these pins that we just cleaned up, and they basically go through the brake pads like this, and just needs a wire. So this is how you attach the brake pads in a Corolla, that you use a wire. And that means that this can no longer go out and you don't lose your brake pads. There we go. So apart from the rust holes, what do we need to make it legal? The lights need to work, right? They don't right now.
Yes. Rear left does not work. We have not checked the blinkers or the brake lights.
Yeah, the blinkers work. Well, we haven't checked them, but they, when you drove, they worked. Yeah, and we need the mirrors because the mirrors are actually legal. You have to have them.
Well, you do have to have it on the left side, but not the right. If you have a rear view mirror or something, the rules in Denmark are kind of strange at that point.
Yeah, you're right. There is something that you only need one.
I think only driver's side if you have a rear view mirror inside.
And we do. And right now there is a mirror without the mirror part.
Mirror holder.
Yeah, well, we have those, you just need to change them. And these are pretty easy to get to, so that should be okay. Nice. That's not going anywhere. Let's air out the brakes. If we jump in, I'll air it out on my side here. Whew. We have this nipple here. This is the brake coming in. We have this nipple and there is air in here right now and we need to fill that with fluid. We also need to check whether there is fluid on the reservoir. Where there was that brake fluid? Thank you. Okay, go. So what Duros is doing right now is he's going to pump the pressure when I tell him, so there is pressure in the system. So go ahead, Urs. And then he's going to hold it so there is pressure, and I'm going to release here, and there's going to be brake fluid coming out. Have a look at this. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and you can also feel it in the pedal. When he's opening up, pedal falls just 1 centimeter. There is no more back pressure.
We have a new challenge. I don't think I tightened the hose, otherwise it doesn't seat properly. The problem is that this is wet, and that means that this has not been tightened, so let me just clean that off.
Well, that's not usually the problem, right?
No, usually it's just because I wanted to be careful. I've over-tightened those more than once. There we go. Was there a joke somewhere in there that I didn't catch? Small one, yeah. Good. Okay, pump it. How does it feel? Does it feel like we need to take the rear?
It feels like an old car.
Then let's just leave it.
So I don't know.
How much travel do you have before you kind of feel that it's...
There is 1 centimeter before it even engages the cylinder.
And then how much do you have after that?
It feels good.
Okay, cool. Let's we'll stick with that.
Try again one last time then?
Yeah, you have it?
Yeah.
Let's run with that. Let's fix the mirrors because that's like mandatory. Let's get those on. That's nice. That's nice that we have those. I was actually, a little bit ahead of myself. Typically I'm not, but I was like a little bit ahead of myself ordering those. Yeah.
That doesn't sound good.
It's a really difficult place to get into, and that's...
Of course it is.
Obviously, of course, yeah. How am I gonna get to that?
I cannot even find it.
You can see it?
Can't see it. Oh, is that right there?
Yeah, there. I'm really tempted to get this air pipe out because it's not being used, because it's for the air cleaner. See if I can avoid doing that. Yay! Awesome! Man, these are old. Cool, that's one.
Other side.
Yeah, no, let's get it fitted.
Okay, we probably need to drill out the hole a little bit.
Nice, let's make holes in the Corolla. It has had a good and long life. New mirrors.
Good.
Yeah, so guys, let me show you how to do wheel bearings on a Corolla. Yeah, okay, I know why the wheel bearings were giving us problems.
Why?
They are entirely loose.
Oh. I just tried to start it.
Yes, please do.
Well, the fans does not fit. So battery, rear light, mirrors,
Wheel bearings, brakes.
wheel bearings.
We got a lot done.
So now we just need the ice cream.
Should we wash it later?
Do you want to?
What do I want? To wash my car or to get ice cream? I know what I want to choose. Ice cream?
Ice cream.
I need to torque that wheel bearing down. I can't not do that. I have to do that. It was that loose that I could take the knot off just using my fingers.
Yeah, that will generate some play in the wheel.
Yeah, some wobble.
And it's probably the same with this one.
I am guessing that it's the same because I most likely, when I torqued it the wrong way. Because this is one of the cars that I've been working on when I was very young, because I've had it for like 15 years. So a lot of mistakes were made. Now I just need a new pin. And what this does is it goes through the center of the bolt and into that crown ring that you saw and prevents the bolt from walking itself out. Woo! Done. Great success. Let's torque the wheels and let's go get ice cream.
What about the brakes? Feel better?
Oh, much better.
Much better.
Now there is actually something happening when I press the brake pedal.
That was good.
That was really good.
So we got ice cream.
Forgot to turn off the light.
Battery dead. Yeah. It still could use a wash.
That's going to be the next thing. Yeah, we didn't manage to do that today. Ice cream is more important than car wash. So what's next? We need to fix the exhaust. We need to fix the radiator with the fan.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be a problem. It needs a rust cleanup and probably a paint job.
And we have to check the tires.
The grill is still loose.
And then the most important thing, we have to enjoy it.
Oh guys, and we put the Cressida up for sale. So if you're interested in like a cool classic JDM car that is really nice, it's on Mobile. So if you go in and look for Toyota Cressida, it's on Mobile for sale.
So but guys, thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this show.
Yeah, and remember that we have a website where you can grab some of our merch. Remember and like and subscribe this video because it helps us out a lot. So it's been really nice having you and see you next time.